I've always been fond of horses. They literally have a way of connecting us with nature. It's like the rider and the animal become as one with the environment. At Leatherwood, they appreciate this relationship and specialize in catering to the equestrian lifestyle. Leatherwood is located in the picturesque hills of Ferguson, North Carolina. Hey, Phil.
Carl, how are
I had a chance to catch up with Phil Rash, who invited me to join him for a ride on one of their many trails. Well, there's only one wrinkle.
Come on over, guys.
It's been ages since I've been on a horse.
Left foot in. Instead of me coming up and having lessons, we decided it'd be best for me to do my first experience on a horse in a while, right here where you could see, and it feels great.
Okay.
All right.
And he's just going to follow Phil.
Okay.
So if you're ready.
I'm ready. Here we
All
go.
right, Phil, we're ready.
All right, so there we go. Phil, you said you didn't really discover horsing until you were about 40.
That's correct.
Yeah?
That's correct. I grew up loving horses. I was in the car rental business and decided I wanted to move back to North Carolina.
Kind of changed your life, didn't it, Phil?
Absolutely, absolutely. I was wanting to get back, I guess, to my roots.
Yeah.
I grew up with my grandmother on a farm every summer, and I loved that environment. I really liked being outdoors and just being around animals. And when I came here, it was just like a perfect fit.
Phil's not the only one who found a perfect fit. Everyone we spoke to felt the same way.
Good job. I haven't been horseback riding probably in 40 years.
Oh my goodness.
But it was just wonderful.
I'm
It
so
was
proud of you.
I am too.
They just are really great, and the facilities are wonderful, and the trails are great, so I just love to come here.
We try to come once a year, but we didn't make it last year. This is a good place too.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Wow. We try to go somewhere different all the time, but I always come back to this one.
I used to drive 8 hours from when I lived up in Ohio, spend the weekend, and then leave at 6 o'clock on Sunday night to go back because I loved being here so much.
Yeah.
It's a very spiritual place. People come up here and we have yoga groups that come up. 2 weekends ago, we had an ultra run.
Not on a horse, but on foot.
On foot.
Okay.
And then we have endurance rides. We have 25 mile and a 50 mile. We have that once a year. We have mountain biking people come in. They have bike races through here.
So the trails are conducive for doing a lot of other things other than just riding horses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything but four-wheeling. We do not allow four-wheeling.
Okay.
We wanted to keep it as quiet and natural. And we've got 140 homes in here, but you never see hardly any of them because of the way that they were developed.
And that's another thing people can experience when they come here is they can rent some of these homes and hang out on the side of the mountain just as if it were their own.
Exactly. And basically it is while they're here.
Leatherwood is as natural as they can keep it. All the utilities are located underground, and the views, well, they're spectacular all times of the year.
You know, it's awful pretty up here. I bet you have a lot of people come up here and get married, don't you?
Oh, we do about 30 weddings a year here.
Wow.
So,
Are they all on horseback?
not all of them.
Now, Phil, are you a fisherman?
Yes, I am.
I noticed there's a little fly fishing going on
Yes.
up here.
We've got about a mile of creek.
Uh-huh.
And we signed off rights to the wildlife where they stock the trout in there every year.
Oh,
we
that's
we
nice.
probably get 5,000 stock trout a year in there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's a whole nother different aspect that we started doing. And the fly fishermen, when they get here, they realize they can rent cabins. So they'll stay here and for the weekend and just go to the different streams in the area.
Nice.
Well, Carl, we're going to turn around here. The trails keep going for another 70 miles that way.
Wow.
We've got about 4,000 acres that we ride.
That sounds like a lot of land to be able to have access to.
That's the reason when I retired and when we sold the business, I said, I know exactly where I'm going. You look like you're right at home, Carl.
I feel like I'm at home, Phil. Hey, folks, how you doing?
So have a good ride?
Good. So, Phil, you had kind of a unique situation in partnering up with another Phil. Now, was he a horseman as well?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
We call Phil our local horse whisperer.
Now, Phil, I hear that you are the horse whisperer.
Oh, maybe of Leatherwood.
Of Leatherwood.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well. You know, having this reputation of being a horse whisperer, what does that mean, you know, when people say that?
It refers to a way of training horses they call natural horsemanship. The method of training is a real nice method to where you're talking the language that the horse does rather than the human language, which pretty much is body language.
Okay, all right.
There's two things you do when you're training a horse, and one is called sensitizing. So I'll do something to get him to do what I'm asking him to do, and then I'll quit when he's doing it. Quit's the key. I've seen people ride up to a stream, for example, and they want their horse to go through the stream, and they go, you know, asking the horse, and the horse starts moving. They keep doing that. Whereas if they had quit, as soon as the horse started moving, he'd gone through the creek. The other one, though, is desensitizing. I'm standing here and I want him to be still and not spook if I make moves around him.
Okay.
I can do things that would normally spook a horse. You have to train both sides of a horse too. They're different than people. One side of their brain don't talk to the other. A horse is normally very afraid of plastic. Let me show you what this horse does.
I didn't know horses were afraid of plastic.
This is a raincoat. And he's not afraid of it. So I can sit on his back and pull my raincoat out, and he's not going to dump me.
Now, how long have you been?
I can get him this calm in an hour.
In an hour?
Mm-hmm.
So you could take a horse that's easily spooked, and within an hour you can see this change?
Yes, yes.
And all out of demonstrating respect.
Uh-huh.
That's amazing, that's amazing.
Yeah.
If anybody has a problem with horses, we take them to Phil. It's passion. He loves doing that.
Tell me what the horse has done for you, Phil.
Oh, goodness. Well, he's given me a great hobby. It has turned into a good profession.
So, Phil, I'm guessing that with the popularity of equestrian activities and that industry growing, that, you know, there's a bright future.
I think there is. I've always said when you run a business, your people will make you or break you.
Right.
And we got some of the best people around. It's just a great family atmosphere.
Well, I guess that's a tribute to the great outdoors.
Yep.
The way you treat people and all these horses.
You know, it's kind of like waking up and you're having a good dream and you wake up and it's not a dream.
It's the real deal.
It's the real deal, yeah.
Like I tell people, you know, it's a shame I have to work in paradise, you know?